Leo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for June the 13th to the 19th. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It won't resonate for everyone, so just take what does and leave the rest behind, my friends. All right, let's get started and see for Leo. Ooh, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Unfinished Symphony coming out. Love that card. Always brings in closure, opportunity for closure, opportunity for a new life. Let's see here. Thinker, something's been on your mind. Just move these out of the way. Something's been on your mind with this Thinker card, number 44, and you have been asking yourself as you're thinking about this, why? Why did this happen the way that it happened? Why did it get left unfinished? What is going on here? You know, it's so interesting. Now looking at the other cards that flipped over is very interesting as well. You've got cards in synchronicity here. We've got card 50 and card 51. So I feel like you're moving towards something here that feels like home and the land of milk and honey. You're moving towards pleasure, towards comfort, towards inner rewards and outer rewards. It's almost like you are being rewarded here. There is something going on that you've been thinking about a whole bunch, asking yourself why it ended the way it did, which was very unfinished, it feels like. I can't help but wonder if something is going to catalyze a new life here. We see conflict and chaos. There is a new life here, perhaps with this unfinished symphony. Perhaps something that was left unfinished, Leo, is now about to get its finale. You're getting your ending here. We see message in the bottle and go the distance. This could all get initiated by a conversation that you feel guided to have, that reopens a chapter from the past that never quite finished its story, right? It finished maybe on a weird note that didn't give resolution or closure to the situation, or maybe it just ended, like it just sort of suddenly ended. And now through conflict and chaos, there seems to be an initiation of this again. I feel like there could be a conversation where maybe all of your time spent thinking why has manifested an opening for you to find out. You know, it's almost like you've created the opportunity to know why. To know why this ended the way it ended. 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at all these cards. Look at these two. They both landed on their sides. The 3 of Cups, or sorry, the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. I'm going to leave them that way. We've got the High Priestess in reverse, Strength card upright, 6 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. Leaving them like this makes me think this could go one way or the other. You could have your happy ending, or you could be envisioning a new beginning elsewhere. But something is going on here. Something is going on here. And, you know, seeing the High Priestess in reverse makes me wonder if what's going on here is actually related to some kind of secret or hidden agenda, sort of a fear of your own intuitive sense of this situation. You may have had sort of a vision or a premonition or an idea or a dream, or you have this deep knowing about something because you keep thinking about it and asking why. It's almost like you've manifested an opportunity to answer something you've been questioning about a union that didn't quite finish. And maybe that's why the 10 of Cups is on its side, because it never got resolved. It didn't get resolved to either be yay or nay. It just landed on its side. So And I feel like, again, seeing this 3 of Wands on its side tells me that you have envisioned all the possibilities so many times that it's almost like you have manifested this moment in time where you're going to find out what this all was about. The High Priestess in reverse is really like a sign that you need to pay attention to your own inner voice and to feel confident and balanced, and to sort of see through any illusions that present themselves as options, to see through all of that. And these cards totally follow suit with that. Like, be confident, stay in balance, and don't don't believe everything that glitters is gold. Like, really have a look at things here. And I feel like I don't have to say that to you. I feel like you already understand that because you've been asking why. You've wanted to know why. But seeing no place like home and milk and honey, that tells me you could be in for truly a new life, just like this card suggests. Like, you might be in the process of creating something from the ends of something else. You know what I mean? It's interesting. From this unfinished symphony, you might be creating something that is a very attractive option to you. Now, I do feel like saying that listening to that inner voice and sort of focusing on self-care at this time is necessary. I understand that unfinished symphony vibe can sort of make us feel all kinds of feelings. And I mean, we see the Queen of Cups here, who can be very loving and forgiving, but we also see the Empress in reverse, who can sort of give the energy of someone who needs to focus on themselves, like that you have a creative block, that you're blocked, that you're not listening to your inner voice, that you're focused maybe too much on the external instead of what's going on within. And that can certainly create some blocks when we're not really listening to that inner self and what it needs. Even just asking the body, what do you need? Knight of Pentacles, yeah, like this is really a time to be grounded. I feel like you're needing to prepare. I really feel like something is moving quickly towards you and you're needing to prepare. And it may be that this unfinished symphony is going to get resolved, and it may be that you're needing to sort of allow this to not be the focus anymore. Because of Thinker on the bottom of the deck, that's interesting. Look, Time to Go is right after that, and another number synchronicity. Oh my goodness, there's another one. You saw me shuffle, and I shuffle plenty off camera. Card 44, 45, and 46, you guys. Like, that's 3 in a row, one after the other in order. They were laying like this on the bottom of the deck. So Thinker, Time to Go, Regeneration. So, I mean, it's almost like you have to stop thinking about this and make a move, either towards this unfinished symphony or away from it to a new life that leads you to a place like home, where you just, you feel unblocked. You are listening to your inner voice. Things are in balance, and you're not seeing things for what they're not. You're seeing things for what they are. Good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't matter. You're not forcing an agenda on something. You're just accepting things as they are. And perhaps this message in a bottle is a conversation that needs to happen so that you can clear the air. And this conflict and chaos might be why things got left unfinished. You might feel like, why was that conflict triggered in the first place? Well, maybe it was triggered so that this could reveal itself to you. It's very interesting, Leo. Let's see what is the highest guidance to close this reading for Leo. What is the highest and best guidance for Leo in this situation? Other than self-care and listening to that inner voice. Oh, that's so interesting. Surrender to the magic of who you are. I love that, because that's essentially listening to the inner voice. And surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. Exactly. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Absolutely. And no agendas. Not trying to force things. Just sort of seeing things as they are and accepting them. And not pushing so hard to make something fit when it doesn't. It's very interesting. Surrendering to the magic of who you are, which is really listening to that inner voice, that uniqueness within. It says here, we all have magic within us, even if it's in the mundane aspects of life. Remember, you are a magical being with uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. I really feel like sort of surrendering, thinking about this and trying to make it something that it's not is going to change things for you exponentially, honestly, going with the flow here, surrendering to that inner voice and following things without trying to turn them into other things. Just accepting that things are the way they are. This situation is what it is, and that's okay. And you can go the distance towards something that really resonates for you. And that's the art of living, where we go with the flow instead of trying to force things. Accepting ourselves and situations can be a unique way of approaching life that allows you to move through it very peacefully, because you're not trying to force anything. It's very interesting reading, my friends. Very, very interesting. New life ahead for you, Leo. Thank you so much, my friends. I'm going to leave it at that. If this has resonated for you, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. It's so nice to connect with you through these readings. And as always, I'm sending you so much love and light, and wishing you a wonderful week. And I hope to see you again very soon for another reading. Take care, my friends.